Welcome to another edition of the Weekend Storage Warrior. Well, if you watched my last video, I bought a storage unit that had a pile of silver coins in it. And here we are about a month later. That unit also had 4 truckloads of stuff. And I've been selling it and selling it and selling it. And I finally got down to the last pile, which was about 25 boxes of books. So we've made some progress here. Now we're going to turn our attention to this stuff. This is mostly books. I haven't really dug through the books. Those are books. And there's some other things in here that are not books that have some value. But it's time to do the books. This box in particular is kind of interesting. It has a bunch of science fiction. And these are old paperbacks. They have cool art. And I can almost guarantee you in all these boxes of books there's going to be a couple of first editions and a couple of rare copies that are worth some money. It's just a lot of work to look through them all, but that's our project for today. So I'm going to take this tote of science fiction, sit down in front of the computer, and see which ones we can find in here that might have some resale value. Okay. So here we are a couple days later. I went through all the books, tried to find the rare ones, and I found maybe $200–300 worth of rare books, and then put the whole thing on Craigslist for $250, and crickets. Nobody's calling, no interest. It's just so much work to sell books that nobody's going to pay that kind of money for a book collection. So I'm tempted to just throw these on the back of my truck and haul them down to the paper recycling place. This probably would be the easiest solution to this problem, but that would be kind of wasteful. And there's 500 books here, so I got a ticket to what I call the big swap meet, and I'm gonna load these up and right now, and then tomorrow morning take them out and try and sell them. $3 for hardbacks, $2 for paperbacks. See if we can't scratch a little money out of this deal. And here we are at the swap meet. What a great spot here. No one next to me, although it looks like somebody might show up. These are also from the same unit, excuse me. Believe it or not, some guy just paid me 20 bucks for 3 of these vintage jackets. You got it.
Thank you.
Where do you sell?
I sell online mainly.
Great.
Yeah, but I have an appointment today to sell. I know a place that buys a good amount off me.
Well, I'm glad you found him.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the good deal.
Thank you.
Have a good day, guys.
So I haven't sold any books, but I sold 2 VHS movies and some old clothes for 20 and 5. It cost $50 to sell here, and you can't leave until 3 o'clock. It's like being in jail. But this place does have those collectors that'll pay that kind of money for somebody's nasty, dirty old jackets. So just have to see how we're gonna do here. All right, here we are about noon. Sold $40 in clothing and $160 in books. So not great, but not terrible either. And I pulled these science fiction books. It's from 3 different authors. These are worth selling on eBay as lots. So not terrible. We're at Kobey's swap meet, San Diego today. This place is huge. And these guys are all storage auction guys. This is where they liquidate the junk that they can't sell anywhere else. I asked him about these. He said $10 each. It's not bad for those. Made in the United States. Modern. And it just goes on and on and on. can see we put a pretty good dent in this pile of books. Those are empty. And so maybe $40 in clothing and $210 in books. So $2 to $3 each. It's like 100 books sold today. And after expenses, made 150 bucks. Dead on money. And that will conclude the book selling adventure. The rest of these, I don't know what to do with them. Maybe try them one more time at $1 each, or recycle them. At least we gave it a good attempt. All right. So here we are back home. I did take the books out to a different swap meet the next day, threw them all on the table for $1 each, and sold maybe 40 more. And these books are done. I picked out all the rare and valuable ones that I could find, and the dealers and the pickers got the rest. And all that's left is these books that people might buy for $1. It's just not worth taking these out to the flea market and selling 30 or 40 of them, because it costs $30 or $40 to sell there. So the rest of these will either get recycled or donated or somehow disposed of. But that was a great collection of books. It was put in storage in 2010, and these are all of the rare and collectible books that I found. And these are rare because either they're first editions or they're kind of obscure out-of-print books that are still in demand. This one is a play that was written in French in 1898, and I found a completed listing of this one on eBay for $100, although the binding is a little bit damaged. This is another play from the 1800s, and this one has no completed listings, so it's a pretty rare book. These two might be worth $100. The James Bond books are worth $100. Book Club first editions. And then the rest of these, you know, maybe between $10 and $20 each. And finally we have these science fiction books. These are all by Roger Zelazny. These are by Ursula Le Guin. And these have a resale value between $5 and $15 each. So I think I can sell those as a lot, or 2 lots, and maybe get another 100 out of it. So these here all told are $300–400, but that's future profits, maybe, if I get around to doing it. So let's look at what we've made right now in terms of actual money. And all of this stuff came out of a storage auction, a unit that I bought at a storage auction. I call it the silver coin unit. I made a video about that about a month ago. The cost was $245 plus $50 in gas. It took 7 trips to the flea market to sell all that stuff. The last 2 selling books for net sales of $8.96 after expenses.
And I sold some speakers, some records, and some chairs for total sales of $11.63. Minus the cost brings the profit right now to $868. And I kept the silver coins, which were worth another $500. So right now we've got $1,368 in profit. That did take about 80 hours of work over the course of a month, which is only $17 an hour. But still, I'm not complaining. There's a little bit more merchandise here to sell, and these books are going to bring in a little bit more. Call it possibly someday, eventually, $2,000 in profit off of a $245 investment. So I just do this as kind of a hobby in my spare time, and that's pretty good. Anyway, that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching from Jens Tobias. And bye-bye.